about the same.
What's going on, buddy? I was tagged in this video, and I just wanted to take the chance to say hi and basically give my input on it. You've obviously done a lot of these transmissions, and you're extremely smart. But a lot of people look to me for fluid maintenance advice because I invest thousands of dollars into checking fluids out and learning and going to seminars and talking to some of the biggest people in the industry that can kind of get me to that upper echelon of where the information comes from and what is what. Basically, I understand what you're saying when you talk about the 10-speed transmission. You talk about the failures aren't coming from the fluid. The failures are coming from the inherent issues, the valve body, the CDF drum, etc., etc. Those are the issues people are experiencing with the 10-speed. Well, remind everybody here, the 10-speed didn't come out until 2017. You know, and not everything got a 10-speed. There were still some things that had the 6-speed in it. The biggest issue with the 6-speed, other than the lead frame stuff, would be actually maintenance. I've done so many of them 6-speeds where people don't maintain them, and they go 150,000 miles and they just run like absolute dog crap. And my transmission guy rebuilds everything. We put it all back together. We get them on like a 40,000, 50,000 mile at least fluid flush, and then the second time around with a filter and a fluid, just pan drop, not fluid, pan drop, and the transmissions last forever. I've got a 2015 F-150 with a 6R80 in it, and I service it every 40, 50,000 miles, and shifts absolutely amazing. Doesn't have any of the other problems that the other 6-speeds from that era had. And I agree with you on the 10-speeds. The bulk of the problems are CDF drum, valve body, things of this nature. You've pointed out a lot of flaws on brand new parts that are being shipped to the dealerships as well, that it's not your guys' fault the brand new parts are failing that you're putting in, but sometimes they're built that way. It's not so much a fluid maintenance failure, but I think people watch that video and they get the idea that your recommendation for fluid is Bible, and neither one of us have a Bible recommendation. You said that you agree with Ford's 100,000 to 150,000 mile. I don't. That fluid should be changed every 40 to 50,000 miles, and that's just how it is. I'm 38 years old. I've been in this field since I'm 16 years old. I don't know how many times I've seen transmissions fail because people don't change the fluid enough. So I do not agree with your recommendation on servicing that transmission. I do think that about 40 to 50,000 miles, 60,000 miles max is where this should be. The sweet spot is about 40 to 50, and that will keep that transmission in really, really, really healthy shape. Now, the CDF drum stuff, obviously, that doesn't have anything to do with fluid. The valve body stuff can be fluid related at times, and the condition of how long that transmission lasts. There's been so many 10-speeds that I've dropped the pan on them. The fluid is just so dark and gritty that it's only a matter of time before that transmission goes out, because they flushed out all of the abrasiveness that was on those clutch discs and stuff, and it's all in the oil drain now. And you're putting fresh fluid in there, and it has nothing to actually bind to the plates that are in front of it to actually make that shift for that next gear or something. It just sits there and slips and overheats. So I've seen it. I don't agree with the fluid maintenance interval. I think you're a stellar dude. I think you really know what you're talking about, but I don't think we should be promoting fluid maintenance intervals of 100 to 150,000 miles. I think that is not a responsible thing to share with the customer, and that's my take on it.